So people, today I'm gonna try to speak in the middle of work, not resting, just resting in the middle of work. And I debated with myself, and every time it's a fight and it's a debate, and I'm saying, what the heck, people need someone who will just speak like me. My feelings and my thoughts, which has no great value in itself, but that's a mistake. And I say that will stay for the generations, And people try to buy fame with money. They try to buy a reputation with means to create it. And if it's true that there is things to do, like I'm doing right now, that can eventually leave a trace, if what you say is true, the publicity will make it by itself. And in one hand, my desire is not to make any publicity, because I am not yearning for celebrity. And for now, it won't be the case, I'm sure, or it might not be the case at least. But the fact that I'm just speaking like that could be something that will stay for my children that will look at this video. And for the people maybe in difficult situations, they would like to understand how people were living back then. And there is also other reasons which are not rational why I'm doing right that. And but in the bottom of my heart, I know that there is something good at it. Now, I'm not pretending. I'm only thinking. I'm only wishing. But I am believing. And believe it or not, in life you have to believe in oneself. That's why Rabbi Nachman tells us, if somebody has a lack of faith in himself, then it's like if he has a lack of faith in the sages. And the lack of faith in the sages is one of the principal reasons of the destruction of the temple. Now, with Rabbi Nachman, there is something that changed in the Torah study. Last time we spoke about a few things, and there is one thing I would like to come back to, which is the cloud learning. Meaning that there is a certain point where you need to download your operating system, your OS. And this OS can be compared to the basic laws that you learn in life. How to live your life, how to think, on which basis, on which program to function, what is relevant, what is a virus, what is a viable application, program. And then you can eventually navigate. Could be Apple, iOS, could be Windows, can be Linux, can be Ubuntu. There is Android, Mac OS, BlackBerry. There is so many operating systems that today you can use. But the point is, when somebody is young, he needs to learn how to function with himself. You learn how your body functions. Then you grow a little bit older and you also learn how people function. And slowly you learn after how the economics function. You try to learn that at least. and you learn how the world functions, politics, and family, and children, and it's all about bigger knowledge. But then, once you learn those things, for sure you can make it softer working. Like you can upgrade to Android 7, download the last plugin, but that's only plugins because you already have the OS. And that's why there is a need for a cloud. Because the cloud takes away the burden to download everything and to have it on a computer. Now the computer, the hard drive can crash and then you lose everything. But if you have a cloud, then you're good. Also, all the stuff that there is on the internet, you cannot keep it on your mind or on a hard drive. There is too many data. But on the cloud, it's okay. So that's mainly the invention of the internet. And the internet was mainly commercialized in 1991, or in about those years, 1991, I think it was the first internet, and then there was 1994 or something. I mean, that's about those years. And what is very interesting, according to my view, like I said in a previous video, I said that I don't know exactly who says that. I think it's the Arizal, Rabbi Yitzhak Luria Ashkenazi, but when there is a spiritual discovery, therefore follows a material discovery. And the spiritual and the material are only one. And that's why the cloud Bible study, the cloud spirituality, and that's the name of it, the cloud Torah learning, something new in the world. So in 1991 was the internet, but what was behind the internet? And then I'm going to make you knowledgeable of a concept that maybe a few people know, or at least know in depth. And that's the concept of Na Nach, Nachman Meuman. Meaning that Rabbi Israel Dovodesel, the last student of Rabbi Nachman, said that when you say that, you get into the root of all the Bible, of all the Torah. You have the power to invert everything for the good. It turns all the bad things and all the sins into merits, into good. This simple sentence has the power to destroy all the evil side. And that is Na Nach, Nachman Meuman. Yeah. And actually, when you say that sentence, you enter into the root of all the creation. That's what he said. Into the root of all the Torah, of all the Bible. And when you go into this root, meaning that you can access the whole cloud. That's like a code. That's like a sentence. He says just when you say that, you enter a new world. It's not the same world anymore. And that's when you say Na Nach, Nachman Meuman. So now you understand better. The cloud Torah learning. You just say a sentence and you get attached to the deepest secrets of the Torah. Yesterday was the Hilula, the commemoration of the passing of the Ben Ishchai, which was a big rabbi of Iraq, about 100 years ago. And he was a big tzaddik, a big just, a big righteous man. True. And he said that once somebody has a pure faith, then he is able to understand the secrets of the Torah like if he had learned them deeply, which is something that most people can do because they just don't have time for it or other faculties. But when you have a simple faith, then Hashem, God, reveals to you his deepest treasures. That's why the essential part is the emunah, the faith. And Na Nach, Nachman Meuman is a sentence that encompasses all the faith. That's the root of the faith, of the true faith, which is something new. Faith is something that everybody has, but true faith is something incredible. So people, that was it. I wanted to connect you tonight with the Cloud Torah learning, and that's the reason why I'm doing those weird videos, because I say that even if I could do something else, I decided to be with you guys, because why should we be alone? The essential quality that we have is that we are one, unified, and together. When Rabbi Israel said, I don't want lamdanim, I don't want hasidim, ani rotze anshe maaseh, I want people of action. And what is an action is something that influences others or has an impact on them. And therefore that's why I decided to speak with you guys, because it's not only good for me, it could be good for you, it could be good for all of us. And it's like you speak like a mundane, like a friend conversation, and inside of it there is so many cool stuff that we just can learn, but not as a class, only as a friend. And I think that that's a privileged relationship. So I'm going to finish by only one sentence. Na Nach, Nachman, Meuman. Goodbye.